Let's do this super easy college office going makeup look which is extremely minimal looking and with all the affordable products. As the summers have already arrived, please do not forget using your SPF and sunscreen regularly. And for my sunscreen, I'm using Dot & Key Watermelon Super Glue Sunscreen and this has SPF 50. The most important reason why I like using this sunscreen is because this has got no fragrance and the texture of the sunscreen is extremely lightweight. Even if you have oily to combination skin, you can definitely try this out because again the texture of the sunscreen is very runny, very liquid and this leaves no white cast behind. One of the common mistakes people make while using their sunscreen is they miss their neck, they forget about their neck. They forget neck is also a part of their body and neck also needs some sun protection. Also, if you're looking for some budget, affordable sunscreen, you can definitely try out Dot & Key, Aqualogica, Vaseline, Neutrogena, Sunscoop and even Foxtail because sunscreen is the one non-negotiable step. Coming to my eyebrows now, I truly feel this is the one step that can make or break your look completely. Like no matter if you're going for a full coverage makeup glam or a minimal makeup look, I can vouch brows can shift your makeup look completely. And here for my eyebrows, I'm using Lamel Waterproof Insta Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. This pencil retails for 375 rupees and is available in 3 different shades and the shade here I'm using is called Espresso. I can proudly say this pencil has become my favorite now and for that obvious reasons. I have been loving Lamel products so much lately, especially their foundation and this micro brow pencil. If you need that one eyebrow pencil for everyday use under rupees 500, you can definitely try this out. This is super precise, like as the name says micro, this is going to be like super natural looking. Again, this is very affordable and a natural looking brow pencil, although I haven't tested if this is waterproof as the brand claims. But even if you want something more affordable, you can definitely try out Maybelline Fashion Brow Pencil, Swiss Beauty Micro Precision Pencil, and also you can try out brow pencils from Elf Cosmetics, Inside Cosmetics and Blue Heaven. Even Nika Cosmetics Brow Girl Brow Definer Pencil is really good. Now because I'm going for extremely natural minimal makeup look, I'm not going to use any kind of foundation but I'm going to use a full coverage concealer, and for that I am using my L'Oreal Infallible concealer in the shade 312 and this is the full coverage concealer. Okay, so this is not at all important to use a full coverage concealer. You can go for any concealer you have, but I'm using a full coverage concealer because I do have pigmentation, acne marks, pimples, small bumps on my face and they are easily visible, so to cover them I'm using a full coverage concealer. This is one of my absolute favorite full coverage concealer under rupees 1000. This one retails for I think 849 rupees and currently this is available on discount on Nykaa around 500 rupees. The reason I absolutely love this concealer is because obviously this gives full coverage, but also because this is very easy to blend. Here I'm using my fingers to blend this out and this is blending out seamlessly. Here I'm using my fingers to blend this out just to show you this is super easy to blend, but you can definitely try out your makeup, concealer, brush, even your makeup sponge. And another reason I really enjoy using this concealer is because this settles down complete matte, which makes it perfect for even oily to combination skin people. And if you're looking for a good budget like high-end full coverage concealers, you can definitely try out Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Too Faced concealer retails for I think 2500 rupees and I can assure you Too Faced concealer is not going to disappoint you for sure. Another option for high-end full coverage concealer is Tarte Shape Tape concealer. The full size of Tarte Shape Tape concealer retails for I think 3600 rupees, but I have tried the mini one of Tarte. But if you have really heavy pigmentation on your face and dark under eyes, Tarte Shape Tape is going to be an absolute favorite. But again, if you want a full coverage concealer under rupees 1000, I have got some options for you. You can surely check out Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I think that retails for 450 rupees, completely under budget. Another one is from Love Revolution. Their super concealers are so good. Also that one retails for just 350 rupees and I'm in the shade C10. And while talking about concealers, how can we forget about Swiss Beauty liquid concealers? Like if you haven't tried out Swiss Beauty concealers, then this is your sign to try them out because they are so good. And these concealers retails for just 250 rupees and are available in 10 to 14 different shades. And also if you don't wish to use a concealer for such minimal natural looks, you can definitely try your foundation like whatever you have in minimal quantity. Next, to add a little flush to my cheeks, I'm using Earth Rhythm lip and cheek tint. Okay, I'm going to be extremely honest about it. I do have a love-hate relationship with this lip and cheek tint. You know, there are days when I use this lip and cheek tint and this works like a magic for me. Trust me, like a magic. But there are also days when I use this one and this completely ruins my base or my complete makeup look. But you know, I'm not going to blame the product for that. I don't know, I haven't figured out why this happens with me and what goes wrong, and I think I still need to use it more often to figure that out. Okay, so now talking about the product, this lip and cheek tint retails for 500 rupees and the shade here I'm using is called Cherry. And while talking about the texture of this product, this has very oily, thick consistency. Like this gives really dewy finish to your face after you apply it. I would say this is a okay-ish lip and cheek tint under rupees 500, but I won't recommend this to people who have got oily to combination skin because this would just make their skin look more oily. And now to fix whatever I have applied on my face and to add that little extra coverage, here I'm using MAC Studio Fix powder foundation in the shade NC30. Of course, the MAC is on a little pricier side and this powder foundation retails for 3500 rupees, and it is not important to use a high-end compact or powder to set your base. You can use whatever you have and anything that gives a little bit more coverage. And now you must be wondering why I'm using a powder with extra coverage, why I'm not going for a loose powder instead. That's because, as I have said earlier, I do have pigmentation marks on my face, acne marks, little bumps, and that you can see are easily visible even after applying full coverage concealer. So that's my reason to add a little bit of more coverage. But if you have got clear skin, you have got no pigmentation and extra marks, to avoid that extra layer, I would say just go for a loose powder to set your base and concealer, foundation, whatever you have used. Personally, I have got combination skin that is on a drier side right now. I do face dry spots on my face, around my mouth and forehead, so that's my concern. But the first thing that disappears from my face is my blush. Trust me when I say this, I don't know how that happens, but blush is the one thing that disappears first from my face, no matter how much layer of blush I use. So to prevent that happening, here I'm using a layer of powder blush after my powder. And coming to my lashes, here I'm using Maybelline Colossal mascara, the OGs. For at least for me, this is the first mascara I tried. One thing about me is that I don't like using lash curler for my mascara. I had a bad experience once, and after that I stopped using a lash curler completely. And now what I like to do is give time to my mascara. Like I like to take some time while doing my mascara, and this just works for me, and I don't think I need a lash curler after that. Also, here I'm using waterproof black from Colossal range. Again, because we are going for a natural minimal glam, here I'm using the Face Shop Water Fit lip tint in the shade Rose Pink. This lip tint retails for 549 rupees, and also I have seen people using this lip tint for their cheeks. Even I have tried that, but I don't think that worked because this is a water based tint and this does dry out really quickly, so this basically leaves a stain. Just because this is a minimal looking glam doesn't mean you have to go for a lip tint. You can go for a lipstick, whatever, like even nude lipsticks you can try out. So let me know what you think about this realistic makeup, minimal makeup look. Also, all the products I have used will be mentioned down below.